I've been telling you about the epidemic that is happening right in our own backyard. Phoenix, Arizona is America's kidnapping capital. It is the second worst city after Mexico City in the world. Sergeant Tommy Thompson is with the Phoenix Police Department now. Sergeant, how are you, sir?
Great, Glenn. How are you this afternoon?
I am very good. First of all, sir, I thank you for all of your hard work and all of the police officers there in Phoenix that are fighting, I think, against an unstoppable monster. Tell me what is going on in Phoenix. Well,
first of all, let me point out that right now in Phoenix, crime is down. Our homicide rate's down 24% over last year. We're dealing with the issue of kidnappings. Last year we had approximately 368. Well, that's not approximate, that's the number. One of the things I'd like to point out, because I've had a lot of calls from your viewers, that the victims in these crimes are not John Q. and Jane Q. Citizen, but they're in fact people that are actually involved in the criminal element themselves.
Now this is I know my audience, and it may make them even more crazy if they find out that these are not John Q. Citizen, but John Q. Illegal Citizen.
Well, a large percentage of them are illegal. But the thing that I'd like to point out, too, is they're involved in the criminal element. They're either involved in drug trafficking or human smuggling. Those are the victims that we find in these kidnappings.
All of them?
The vast majority of them. The vast majority.
How many are not?
A very small percentage, Glenn, are not involved in illegal crimes.
Okay.
And go ahead.
You know, Sergeant, look, I am a fan of the police. I think, and I said this I think a couple of nights ago, our sheriff's department, our police department, our local law enforcement, along with our military, are going to save this country. They're going to save this country, because when things come to hell in a handbasket, God forbid they do, it's you guys that are going to have to hold it together with the help of citizens. So I mean, nothing bad to say. What I have a problem with are the people that are on top of you guys stopping us from enforcing the laws of the country, which is your problem. You have a problem with kidnapping. You know why you have a problem with kidnapping? You have a problem with frickin' kidnapping because people won't let us enforce the laws of illegal immigration. And so you've got all of these drugs coming across the border. You had the whole situation out of hand, and it's putting, quite frankly, not only our citizens, but it's putting people like you in danger every day. I'm sorry, but how can we help you, sir? There are a lot of people in America that would really like to make sure you guys don't have to deal with this crap.
Well, Glenn, right now you're helping us. You're getting the correct information out. As I said, by being able to explain who the victims of these crimes are, that they're involved in illegal activity, that's a start. To make sure that the citizens in our country understand that if they're not involved in illegal activity, especially in Phoenix, that they're not going to get kidnapped. By getting that message out and reassuring them.
You can't guarantee that. You can say the odds are, but I mean, what we're doing is it's like we're living in Prohibition ages with Al Capone and saying, well, if you're not part of. There were innocent people killed in Chicago at that time. There were innocent people getting kidnapped now, the vast majority. But we've got to get this element out of our cities. This is going to rot us from the inside. Agree or disagree?
Well, we're working to combat that, to make sure that that doesn't happen. You mentioned earlier this morning, we mentioned the fact that we have the Hike Squad. That's the Home Invasion Kidnapping Enforcement Squad. That involves local, state, federal partners. Since June, we've been able to arrest 148 people. That's 27 cells that are involved in kidnappings and home invasions. And with our prosecutor, Glenn, we've been able to get some very, very stiff sentences to send a message to those who would commit crimes on our streets that America is not the place to come to.
Is our new Department of Homeland Security, I don't want to put you in this position, let me just speculate. I don't think our Department of Homeland Security, new chief of Homeland Security, used to be your governor, is really going to be all that much of a help. She's the one who militarized the border in Arizona. It's my understanding there's more people that were militarized or were called up from the National Guard for the snowstorm in Maine than there were in the border. This is all a show in Washington, but to people like you, to people like me, and to people in Phoenix, it's real. The people in Texas, it's real. California, it's real. Can we please get somebody that would like to deal with the issues in Washington? Officer, thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and we'll be in touch again soon.